Hello everyone, Witch Boy Columbus here. I am doing Greystone Path, Session 5. I just minimized my thing, so I got a little bit sidetracked, but I'm going to read what the journaling part of the path work. Capture and consider sharing via our discussion group words in the form of advice that another has given you which became important to you. Some words stay with us, whether the person speaking them knew they had import or not. Importance, I guess, is what that word should say. Advice. And you'd think I would get my thoughts together before I start recording, but that's just not the way I am built. I kind of think out loud while I'm talking. So, there's been several times when people have given me advice, and actually, you know what's funny is that they didn't even know that they were giving advice. We were just having a conversation, and they said something to me that I took as advice. There's been a couple times. Just with me changing in my life, you know, just like I seem to drop things and pick new things up and whatever, but I always tend to, for me, feel a little guilty that something that I really enjoyed to do, I don't miss, and I feel like I should miss because it was such a big part of my life. And actually, a friend of mine said to me the other day when I said, because I said exactly that to him, I said, I kind of feel guilty that I don't miss this one thing that we used to do. And it was part of entertainment, but that's neither here nor there. But he said, to me, we were just talking about it because he's in the same boat as me, and he said, you know what I think it is that we used to define ourselves or by doing this. You know what I mean? And so that's who we were. That's that used to define our character. Who we were was by doing this. And he goes, so now it's different, and we are trying to learn how to define ourselves again. And so that's where it seems weird, but it's okay. It's okay to let this go and do something else. It's hard to relay because I know I'm being a little vague, but some of it's personal. But that has stuck with me because I tend to do that. Like I've done that before, like with another person, and she had said the same thing to me more or less. Is that it's okay to change, and it's okay to not feel bad about it. You know what I mean? Your interest changed, and whether he knew that or not, or that the guy friend, whether he knew or not that he was giving me advice, I think he was giving it to both of us at that time, and it stuck with me because I feel like I constantly have to justify to myself and to others why I'm not doing this thing anymore, this entertainment aspect, when that's really, it was a big, huge part of my life, and I did it all the time. I was owned an entertainment company. I did all this stuff, and I just kind of went, I'm done with that. But he was right. When I listened to the words that he said to me, was that, or what he was remarking about both of us, is that stuff like that defined me at that time, in that period of my life. That's how I defined myself. I was an entertainer and a owner of a company and stuff like that. So knowing that that's okay, and that was just a part of my journey, and I don't have to feel guilty because I don't want to do that anymore. it helps me get, to remember. I have to remember that, actually. You know what I mean? I have to remember that on a daily basis. Or the problem is when I get questioned about it. You know what I mean? That I don't have to have a guilty feeling when I'm expressing to someone else. I'm not interested in it. Because I used to feel when people would ask me, hey, like, why aren't you doing this anymore? Or, hey, could you do this for us? Could you find people? Could you do this? And it's okay for me to say, I'm not doing that anymore and not feel guilty about it. I'm sorry, I'm so vague. Sorry, I just noticed something here was cracked. But thank you for watching, and I will talk to you all soon. You guys have a great night and blessed week.